Okay, so continuing on where I left yesterday, and yesterday, as I mentioned, like I stopped the video for a while because I knew putting eyes in will be quite a task, which it was. It took me way too many attempts um to get them in like as evenly as I wanted to. So I just wanted to show you the final result. So his eyes are like very beautiful, but also a little more complicated to insert because they have a gradient in them. And you also have to like make sure the gradients match. But right now I feel like I am decently satisfied with it. I don't really like want to spend one eternity working on this. And I mean like, but the eyes you would replace them once in a while just to give like a different look to see. But this is what his head looked like from the outside, and this is what it looks from the inside. I'm not very experienced putting it in, and I was like really doing like a lot to try to even the eyes to the point where I like them. But yeah, this is what his head looks like right now, and also allow me to show you the inside of his like scalp, which is this part here. It's on magnet, but it's a very strong magnet. Like I had it was not very easy to get it off originally, and now I assume once I get it back on, which I will, because I mean I don't really want to keep the boy's head huffed for too long. Oh wait, before I had to do this I needed to, yeah, now I have to get it off again. I forgot that I need to put the head back on the body, otherwise it's going to be kind of impossible to get it on the like body. Um, but basically the way you get it back on the body, and let me get his head off again, and like I said, it's not a very easy task. Okay, I got it. I'm just like worried that I might damage his ears or something. Is with like his body, I will take sit his body down, and as you can see, there is this hook part of it, to which there's like a lot of BJDs kind of do that. You kind of put it through the head, and then you need to pull on the hook and turn it. And that way, like the head stays on. No, because of like the tight. The string is kind of tight. So yeah, and now after this, once again, the scalp. I am putting this back on, and now he's back, and now he actually has eyes, which is nice, but he doesn't have hair. And I actually looked at it, and it seems like the other little thing which was attached along with the like eye thing, which is this is his eye. And I think I might have put it back. Yes. So this little thing here is actually meant to hold his wig, which let me get it out. And as you can see, I'm trying to use my gloves as much as possible, but for some of like smaller things, it's sometimes really hard to like do it in gloves, especially since those are not particularly thin gloves either. But this is just a normal like sticky part, and I'm pretty sure if I peel this off, it will actually like stick, which according to the manual here is what I need to put on his head. And yeah, that also had like a manual on how to install the eyes. But yeah, I don't need the entire hair sticker to hold his wig, it seems like, on the picture, so I will like cut a piece of it and keep the rest for if I ever need like a replacement. I didn't cut it very evenly, but I don't think it matters too much. It's all gonna be hidden beyond behind under his wig either way. So now I'm just like peeling this little thing off, and I will actually just carefully do it with my hands. As long as I don't touch his face, it should be good. But there we go. And now putting his wig on. To be fair, there is a chance I should have just honestly went ahead and like put on his other things first before I touched the wig and the head. But like if something goes south, I can always just take off his head. It's I guess now with the wig it will be a bit too complicated to take off his head. But let me just put it on and to show you what like his kind of like full set naked self looks like, I guess. And this is the wig again. It has this like ashen hair on top of it and lighter hair on bottom. It's really fluffy, I can tell, even though I'm like in gloves. And on the inside, his wig cap looks like this. So, and I'm sure I think this is like the front of it. So when it don't really exactly show you how to get his hair on, so I will just kind of like try to make a best educated guess, or not very educated guess, but it might be a bit difficult for me to get it on. My gloves on. Yeah, I feel like I'm failing miserably at the task of putting the wig on. Let me see if this kind of helps. So you have to put like some pressure, but like when you are wearing gloves, your like hands slip a little. And let me just kind of arrange it a little bit. And I wonder if this is what it should look like, or if I should move it a little. Let me see where the hairline is supposed to be. Like, yeah, there's not like exact guidelines on how to do this. You just kind of, I guess, try and see for yourself how it goes. But I think, let's see how high his hairline should be. I think it should be lower. I think it should go a little closer to his eye. He has like very long like bangs too. And, yeah, complications of moving the wig around. Should be careful, like not to mess with his makeup too. It's probably a better way to put on the wig than this, but I guess that's how it should be. I mean, it looks fairly natural, I guess, to have it like this. And then like I want to be careful to avoid, because he has eyelashes. Is it like if the wig gets too close to it, it won't be. Yeah, and his wig sleeps very easily, because I think I'm not doing it properly. But yeah, this video should be subtitled all the struggles of getting the clothes on, because honestly it is kind of like the fun part of it, right? But it's also like a struggle, so I should have looked people's advice on how to get the wig on beforehand, because this is proving to be not an easy task. Or more like getting it on is not hard, making it stay on is. Trying to hold his hand. Yep, I might need help from a free hand. Don't touch the wig too much. Like uncovered hand either. But it seems like it's staying on nicely this time. Okay, let me just take a closer look at him. So this is what he looks like in his wig, and yeah, obviously it's kind of hard to hold him to the camera, but I think this looks about right. I might need to drag the wig a little lower. Let me just hold him here a little bit and just kind of style it around a little bit. I need to check his original like promo pictures to see exactly how it is supposed to be. It feels like it's should be like a little bit more lower. Okay, I think this looks about right. Now some of his hair got stuck under the wig. Yeah, I think this looks good. And again, he is kind of weirdly moving in this body part. Sometimes instead of moving his hips. Yeah, this is what he looks like wearing a wig, which suits him so well. Like, it's such a beautiful wig. I really like the gradients in this doll. Okay, let me put him down carefully. Okay, so I already had like a finger crushing. I need to buy like a glue, and I heard like advice about using glue and soda to fix broken fingers. So I'll try that. I mean, I don't really have anything to lose. I do need to order extra hands from Ringdoll while they're still on sale. So that's something I should definitely be working on. But yeah, and I think this is kind of it for his wig. So now I'm getting to both like the more complicated and the more like fun part of this big dress up game, and that's putting the actual clothing on. So like I showed you last time, his pants, they are on like a little thing going on. What do you call this? But I think, let me double check. I wonder which is the front and what is the back side. Oh, actually there is a detail I never noticed originally, but there is another little logo here saying "Lost a Smile." Which seems to be like a designer logo. And let me actually double check with the online pictures of Codename R to make sure I'm not putting his pants on like the wrong way. I mean, from the looks of it, it seems like this is the front part and this might be the back part. Just like if you look at it from this angle and this side, this part seems to be, and yeah, it seems like this is the back part. So yeah, let's try to get him into his pants. Let me just carefully move you like this, and I hope nothing else breaks at least. And I mean, his outfit, like, I have dressed up an Azone doll before, and her outfit was like a very tight fit, which made it quite an ordeal to get it on. Like, honestly, it was not a particularly fun time to get her dressed. Of course, I'm getting his leg in the wrong one. I wonder if dressing up your dolls trains you to dress your, I don't know, future children well. I would imagine dolls are more pain to dress than your children are, because children are more flexible. Well, I guess the dolls don't really, like, say anything. So that is the good part. But I cannot imagine, like, good thing children are not that fragile. Imagine if they were that fragile and then we're also fighting back. Okay, he doesn't fight back. Codename R doesn't fight back, but I'm still bad at it. Okay, I'm sorry, young man. Let me just put you down like this. And just trying to make sure it's the correct way. Okay, one is on. Try not to like bend him too much, so. And also, like, his pants are very free until like some point. Did I get both of his legs into the same pant? Yeah, I did. Yeah, you can kind of tell I'm bad at this. Okay, me. Just like this. Okay. It seems like they are halfway on. And again, there is like a little chance that if I'm unlucky enough, I will need to disassemble his, like, take off his hand again. But I don't think his outfit requires you to take off his hand. I don't think he has like a t-shirt underneath his, and again, just getting it on. And then this was pretty easy. Like, by those standards, I mean, like I mentioned before, those clothes are not a very tight fit, unlike the ones I had to put on before. He might need like, let me take a look. I think I know what's going on here. Yeah, he's like, whenever I try to move his torso a little, he just sometimes moves like the torso a little bit out of its socket, like out of where it's supposed to be, instead of moving his like rest of his body. And this can be a little difficult, but I think his pants are on. And now that I'm like playing around with him more, it does feel like he might need to be restrained at least at some point. Like, again, this issue is happening, you see? Like, this is what happens when I'm trying to like move his torso, not his legs. I'm putting his torso kind of back on. And you like need to move his leg specifically. But yeah, it does feel like it might be like strung a bit too toughly. But yeah, this is one part of his outfit on. And that one is actually easy to show because that's what my camera catches if I just stand him up normally. But yeah, also his hands are super good. Okay, now put it down. And now for his other outfit part, which is his coat. And let me actually get this thing on first. Before I continue on with putting it on him. I am pretty sure that's how you're supposed to do it. Let me try. Like this. So it's definitely a hood that goes over his head, but do you put it like... And this is what I'm trying to do, like to snap this on. Not sure if it's the right course of action, but I guess it is. And now on this side, over here, you have another one. You can just snap. And now I have the hood attached, which looks kind of like this. Like this is what the piece with the hood looks like. And let me sit him up and get it on him. This thing. Yeah, like because his pants are so like free, it's hard to see how his body moves. Which means like if the thing with the torso happens again, I won't be able to see it. But I think he's like, because those are so big, I don't think there's even a need to take off like his hands in order to get this on. So let me just look at how I would put so I think it goes like this. One hand in first, the damaged one. And now it's actually interesting that he is not like wearing anything underneath his here. I mean, but even if he had like some underclothing, it will be hidden. So I guess it makes sense for him not to wear much under it. So actually I will probably like put his hands like this. I'm really trying to balance him while also getting this on. And now to his other hand. And I mean, I would imagine dressing up BJDs is kind of nicer than dressing up some less movable dolls. But because you have to be a little careful with them, it doesn't have to be nice slow. But here he is. Now it is on. I just need to close the zipper, which, as I mentioned before, his zipper is a little unusual. It goes from up, down, and down instead of going from like starting from the bottom and going top. And for the zipper, I just take off the gloves. It's gonna be a little too hard for me. But this one works pretty much like you would expect a little real zipper. Okay, let me just make sure. Oh no, I think I was not careful enough. Zipper caught some of his. Let me just make sure. Okay, it's all good. But yeah, I need to be like careful around this part, I think, because it just catches. And just it's not like I'm just making sure, trying not to like catch anything in here. Just put it up like this and slowly, carefully. I guess like this little part is a little hard to get from it. So like here's some of the thing gets cut up, and I mean it's nicer that on like those bigger dolls they can go with like actual real pieces of clothing versus like the mocks, which just like imitations. Like, now this works. This in, and yeah, and I mean, I would say out of all like the doll dressing I did, this is definitely on the simpler side, and I am still. This thing is so like tender. Like, it's so easy to catch something in it. Oh yeah, the zipper is definitely not my strongest suit. Let me just do it more. See if I can just kind of get it through without getting it stuck immediately. I should have just went through with my first try. First try is definitely. Yeah, the zipper catches this super easily. You have to be like really careful. And I'm not even sure how I prevent this from happening. Right now it was clearly grabbing some of the cloth here, but I guess for now I'll just let it be. But yeah, this is his coat zipped, and you can see his legs are misbehaving a little. I think he might be actually like strung a bit too tightly. Trying to feel to see if his torso is doing the thing again. Yeah, I feel like his torso is doing the thing again. Yeah. Okay, I have to double check. Okay, it's good. But yeah, this is him and his cyberpunk glory. And yeah, now I'm touching him with my hands, but like I'm mostly touching the clothes. So, like if I put his hood on, like on the promo pictures, this is what it looks like. Just get on the camera like this. So it all is nicely connected. I really like how his tall like neck piece looks, and you can also see that it's quite a loose fit, which means easier to dress. I have no complaints. Like sometimes with these dolls you get like those really nicely fit tight costumes, and then they're just like a nightmare to put on. And also you can close this, I think these pieces are meant to, like, you can just do this. Okay, let me just grab him for a second there. It's just sometimes more convenient to put him on my... So I think I might still need to do a little bit of work with the wig later. But so this is what he looks like. I wonder, because it's a black clothing, I am worried a little that it might like stain him over time. Especially, well, to be fair, the code itself inside is outlined with lighter clothing, so I don't think this part will be an issue necessarily, because you can see. But I think he's like his this part might be because it's black and it's like a tight fit to his body. But yeah, let me. Okay, so with his gloves, I was actually thinking about. I mean, because one of his fingers did break, and let me see where I put the finger itself. It was definitely around somewhere. I mean, I'm pretty sure I put the finger somewhere. I can't find it later, but perhaps I need to just look closer. It's kind of sad to have to look for Yodol's finger. But because he has a glove on him, I was thinking that like maybe I will put the finger inside the glove, and then that way it will hold it, and then it won't be as noticeable that the finger is broken off. But if I like actually lose the finger, that would be an extra fun time if that happened. I don't think. I mean, the finger was clearly somewhere around the area. Which I guess I can just find the finger later. It is around here. It is waiting. Oh wait, actually, take a look at that. Yeah, the finger is actually already inside the glove. That's why I cannot find it. So yeah, like I already put inside his finger inside as careful as I could, and it is. So let me just actually take his one hand out here, his other hand. So I already kind of put it in the same way his glove will go on. So and like the gloves, like I think like if the finger didn't break during like me just casually like moving him around, I do have a feeling it would have broken when I put the glove on, because I mean it does put a little bit of a strain on his hand when you put something like a glove over. And so yeah, there was a little camera accident. I had to bring my camera back up. But yeah, I was putting on his glove, and you have to be like careful. I feel like a lot of dolls don't like, if a doll needs a glove, oftentimes you don't really get real gloves, especially like smaller format dolls. And you get like instead colored hand parts. Probably because I mean putting the gloves on is a pretty delicate process, and the fingers are usually the more delicate part of the doll. And obviously, this doll is like 70 centimeters tall, so one of the tallest ones ever like being released. But as you can see, I am trying to kind of get his finger where I think it should be, and it won't look too great, but like it's still better than just seeing a cracked finger here. So for now this will have to do. I will, I mean obviously take the glove off and try to get some of it like his finger glued to his hand later. But for now, I think as far as masking goes, it's not crazy terrible, like something like this. And obviously, let's see what. Okay, this is the thing that goes on his other hand, and I wonder if I should. I mean, I could probably just slide the sleeve over his second hand, which is still holding this block, and I will actually not take the block away for now. Just push it a little into his hand so it doesn't take too much extra space. And then I will see if yeah, I might want just to disassemble his take his hand off, which not as easy. Maybe I should actually just try putting this on. It seems pretty flexible, like as long as I don't do anything too crazy with the fingers, I think it should be fine. And also because his hand, like palm is closed, none of the fingers stick out, so it would be harder for any of the fingers to like poke a hole in the glove itself. And I kept the block inside because I didn't want the pressure of the glove on top of it to like crush another finger. I had enough of those in accidents for one doll. Although I guess like he's a cyborg, so like if he does lose a few fingers, you could argue that it was him fighting something. Actually, this doll, like a lot of ring dolls, do have a little bit of like a background going on, but as far as I remember, he doesn't really have anything officially. But yes, this I believe is what his glove looks like. And it's always nice to have little parts like this covering all the joints, although I can imagine like if you're not careful enough with this, it will get caught inside the joint, but I hope this won't be the case too badly. But yeah, he's still holding this little block of metal on. Okay, and now I guess for the last part of his outfit, or more like the last major part of his outfit, accessories aside, we have those boots. Which I guess you could argue the gloves were accessories, but they are pretty big. Like, just say, this is what they look like. Big. And let's see. Okay, so you can, like, looking at those boots, you can clearly see which leg each of them is meant to be on. So let's get this boy. Oh, and I so can appreciate this. Look at me. Oh no, actually no. I thought it was like a sliding thing where you could slide it, but no, you actually have to tie them. I mean, I like the way the like boots that you tie look like when it comes to like those. But sometimes like, especially their smaller ones, tying the boots can be such a huge pain. And this slides on pretty easily. It's pretty nice. I will tie that one later, and now to get his second one in. It's nice that they come tied, I guess. A little bit less work for us too. And they do have this like little back thing, which you could use to slide it on. So yeah, now I guess I have to like tie those shoes as if they were real ones. And to be fair, this is still a fairly comfortable like size. And I unfortunately am very basic in how I tie my shoes in real life too, so he will have to do something like that. Not very presentable, but gets the work done. I might want to learn some of like more fancier styles of tying shoes just for my dolls. But for now, this will have to do. And second one. I mean, he's not going to be running around, so it doesn't have to be too tight, but and yeah, these are his shoes. And about his chain, I might need to look up where exactly his chain is like connected to him. I mean, this thing here looks like it's kind of like a combination of it, and I don't think you really untie that chain. Like, it doesn't seem like you can like open this chain, although yeah, I'm not. Oh, okay, so this is magnetic actually. This has magnets inside of it. It's still a very good question as to like where exactly he wears his chain. I need to check with his promofic picture to see where this chain goes. So for now I will just put it aside, and then his little fanny pack. I mean, I think like the more modern way to wear it would be over the shoulders, and not like on your belt. Although when I have to wear mine, it's usually on my belt. But because you can just easily undo, like this is pretty much like a real one, just very miniature version of it. So now imagine he's a fashionable person, so I would imagine that's how it goes like. And just slide in. And stand up, please. Stand up. Yeah, I feel like his legs are definitely a little too tight, and because he like bends over like this, it's a little harder for me to get him to stand. Obviously, one of the fingers actually kind of doesn't get into the gloves perfectly. Yeah, like the only way to get like really perfect gloves on your dolls is to just color their hands, which I mean, it's not something you do for a BJD usually. Okay, let me see if I can make him stand. I actually have my doubts about it, and I think his body's actually kind of went. Okay, now catches his. I'm trying to be careful with him, but sometimes. Yeah, it does definitely look like he's a little too, like, he's a little too tight. But not the hands, just like the body itself. Also, unfortunately, I don't really have a very even ground for him here to stand. So even if I try to stand him up, I'm not sure I should be able to do it. Although, like, his boots are definitely seem like they will be fairly great for standing it all up. Yeah, he seems to be like he wants to fall, and see like his body kind of just rotates like this too. I wonder if I have to restrain him or if I can just like keep him in a certain position for a little bit, and then like the tension inside of him will kind of get better with time, just because that's what like the inside part does. Yeah, he definitely does not quite want to stand very well. Actually, no, he stands. Hooray! Okay, can you turn my way? I do need to think about like what look into like how to style his wig properly. Because right now it covers his eyes. I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to be. Although it does seem like the wig is in correct position, judging from like the hair on his back. Yeah, and if you like grab the wig, it's easily sliding, unfortunately, too. Even though like there's something holding it inside. But let's see. Okay, he's standing for a little bit. Just grab the camera, and I'm ready to catch him. If things go south. But I definitely need to work on like the wig. So this is what this man looks like, and like I need to work on like how much I want his hair in his eyes, which I mean his eyes are beautiful, so I want to work on like getting this out. And if you look to his back, that's what it looks like. And yeah, apologies for the background. I am kind of like in the middle of moving still. So it's a work in progress, unpacking. And he just happened to arrive a little too early, but I need to work on his wig. And yeah, as you can see, he's not very stable, so right now I have to hold him. But yeah, and this is what my hand looks like in comparison to him. So, yep, I need to find a place for him to sit. I don't know, that he seems like a super nice doll. Which the moment I figure out where, how like to put his, yep, delicate balance. Seems like I found it again. But I really like those like little details on his like gloves, which is certainly like super nice to have. They seem like the clothes that can exist in the real world. So yeah, this is the boy. Unfortunately his eyes cannot be seen very well because of everything going on there, but I will probably attach a picture as one of his as a thumbnail. But yeah, perfectly beautiful boy. Thank you for watching this long rant.